Blame Truth here, the Godfather himself, bringing you another video. And please forgive me if I've used this gameplay before. I don't think I have, but I could have. But really, recycling content is just part of the course for Call of Duty. So really, I'm just kind of sticking with what Activision and the devs are doing if this is recycled. But I think this is new. This is not my gameplay. I have zero passion for Call of Duty or playing Call of Duty. So much so that I missed the fact in yesterday's video that every single game mode they're bringing back is actually recycled. I thought there were 2 new game modes, but no, those are recycled too. It's just been a while since we've seen them, or they were in games I just didn't bother to play, like Modern Warfare Roman numeral 1 and Call of Duty Ghosts and stuff like that. Just other bad Infinity Ward games. Man, Infinity Ward's been releasing just garbage games since pretty much, yeah, Ghost, I would say. And if you disagree with that, that's fine. I know people liked Modern Warfare 2019, but their track record for me has just been abysmal. Every single game has just been incredibly disappointing as a longtime Call of Duty fan. How you make Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3 and then shit out Ghosts, Infinite Warfare, Doors Camping Simulator, and then whatever Modern Warfare Roman numeral 2 is supposed to be, just recycled poor man's version of Modern Warfare 2019 is what it should be called. How you managed to do that, I don't know. And you could say I'm like exaggerating there, or I'm being too harsh on the devs, whatever, but no, it's not just me. I'm not the only one that's given up on these games. This particular video, I'm going to talk about how I saw this article, and I actually had to check this. This is pretty hilarious stuff. But this article states that Warzone 2 and Modern Warfare 2 Steam player count drops to an all-time low. And I checked just to verify, and yeah, as of yesterday, this game dropped to an all-time low for player numbers. If you look at this little just graph here, we have an 87,853 player 24-hour peak, and if you actually compare that to the all-time high peak, which was just a few months ago, that is over an 80% drop. To quote you British people, I'm not good at maths, I'm bad at maths, but I think that math checks out. It checks out to about 81% of the player base just gone on Steam. I mean, that 500,000 peak, near 500,000 peak is pretty impressive. But when you factor in, again, an 81% drop, that metric they released of like, oh, we had 111 million players in December. Yeah, no shit you did, dude, because you had a bunch of people like playing Warzone 2, checking it out once, logging on once, playing it, saying, wow, this is awful, and then never playing it again. I want to see the numbers for February, or January, I should say. February's not over yet, but I want to see the numbers for January. I want to see the sharp decline. Of course, they won't do that, but I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that this season's going to absolutely kill this game. Not just this game, it's going to kill Warzone. I just saw Apex Legends. Look, guys, I have no interest in Apex Legends. I never really have. I don't want to say I never really will, because this thing they tweeted out today got my attention, and I was like, it's not really all AAA gaming. Let me actually go to their Twitter here real quick. But yeah, they had a tweet today talking about how they're going to do 6v6 like TDM. That's going to be a playlist. They had a whole new season up for Valentine's Day. I guess they know that a lot of gamers don't really have a lot of girlfriends or boyfriends for Valentine's Day. So they're like, hey, let's push out the content and get all the lonely, sad, single people, playing our game. It's actually a smart business decision. And hey, with a lot of these women I see on like TikTok and other social media platforms being just completely unself-aware, dumb bitches. Like, you know what? I don't blame you guys. Stay single. Regardless, though, Apex Legends, man, like they're doing. I might check out Apex Legends. Would you guys like to see some Apex Legends gameplay? Because literally looking at this content drop for Warzone and Modern Warfare Roman numeral 2. This is either stuff that should have been in the game already, or it's stuff that they're just recycling and touting as new. There's literally going to be, and I'm not even exaggerating, if the weapons are just reskins of weapons we've seen in the past, which I'm almost certain they will be. Like, seriously. I don't think there'll be any new archetype of weapon released. If those are reskins as well, we will literally have nothing new for multiplayer on Modern Warfare Roman numeral 2. I don't know if they're literally trying to just self-sabotage the game. I don't know if the devs are just lazy pieces of shit. There's no communication. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if Activision like planned this. Starve them for content so that we can release this $70 expansion or Sledgehammer can at the end of the year, and then they'll be so desperate for content they'll shell out $70 for remade maps and like some Sledgehammer glitchy pile of shit. Knowing Sledgehammer's DLC, it'll be just like different skins for the counter spy plane. They love the counter spy plane. The counter spy plane could have single-handedly ended World War II. Hitler in his bunker screaming in fear as the counter spy plane flies over and stops every single piece of artillery the Germans have. Oh wait, there wasn't even really a World War II theme in Vanguard. It was my team versus the enemy team. I take back what I said. Who is this H person you just spoke of, Blame Truth? I've never heard of him. What a fucking it's all just garbage. It's garbage. Knowing Sledgehammer, though, they're going to just find a way to incorporate some super powerful counter spy plane nuke. The way Joe Sekal loves doors, Sledgehammer loves the counter spy plane, but I digress. I think I'm gonna have to seriously go play Apex Legends, guys. I've not really been into any video game whatsoever this entire, I don't know, holiday season, except for Skyrim, this 11-year-old RPG, you know? And the fact that I can just keep modding it, putting in different mods, all for free. I paid $40 for the Legendary Edition several years ago, and then I have a Nexus Mod Manager like premium subscription. Couple bucks a month, I think. It's literally cheaper than paying for a brand new IP that's just going to disappoint me, and I have endless, boundless content. I truly don't understand how AAA gaming is going to survive as soon as someone gets a half-decent PC, really. I mean, there's even mods on console for Skyrim, so there's no excuse. Community-made stuff is just going to be the thing that takes over, that takes down AAA gaming. I seriously think SM2... I think that's going to come out. If you haven't heard of that, by the way, that's a community-made Call of Duty project. Pretty much just putting in every gun and weapon and good map from previous Call of Duties into one game. And it's releasing completely free. I think it's a mod of Black Ops 3. It's on the Black Ops 3 engine or something like that. So look out for that when it happens. I will be playing it. It'll probably get cease and desisted and taken down. But at that point, I will show up at Activision HQ, and I will box Bobby Kotick himself. I've been hitting the gym, hitting the heavy bag quite a bit. I'm ready to fight each and every Infinity Ward employee, straight up. I will just Mike Tyson their ass. I don't care at this point. But do not take away the only thing I'm looking forward to Call of Duty wise. You know what I did with Call of Duty? Like, specifically, this is how bad it's gotten, and I'm not exaggerating. If you guys can relate, leave a comment below and let me know. I hopped on Cold War last night, actually. I was going to record some longer session gameplay for the podcast that I do. Every time I upload the podcast, that's my gameplay. I just play for like an hour with a friend or something like that and upload what I got. I managed to last maybe 4 matches on Cold War, and then I proceeded to just talk in the lobby with said friend about whatever instead of actually playing the game. That's what it's come to, because every single match is the exact goddamn same. There's no fun to be had. We had this really close, like really close match that we lost by like 4 kills, and I'm thinking, what's the point? Why did I try so hard? What is the point? What am I playing for? That is the question that cannot be answered. And I truly think that, along with the game just not being fun, is what's going to kill Warzone 2 and Modern Warfare Roman numeral 2. The fact that we keep making daily new lows on Steam, it's the only metric we can track. You could say whatever you want about Steam, but if you lose 80%, over 80% of your player base, and this is talking about the peak here, okay? That day's peak compared to another day's peak. If you lose 80% of your player base on any platform, to expect that that's not going to carry over to other platforms is just, it's ignorant is what it is. It might not be as severe on console. We have hackers and like just overall bad optimization on PC to contend with, and like, you know, people are dealing with that, so maybe they're giving up on the PC version, the Steam version, more so than they would the console version. I get that. But I would say at least 50% of the player base, if not 60%, if not 70%, has probably left on console. There's no way to track it. They're too pussy to release the numbers. Yeah, they really are. No, they straight up are too pussy to release public player counts. With that said, though, on Steam, they have to. So from what I'm seeing on Steam, it's bad. And I think it's just going to keep on getting bad. I think there'll be a little bit of a bump with the new season stuff, like people coming back to check it out for maybe a week. But after that initial week, I think people will check out again. And this time, I don't think they're going to come back. I think a lot of people were looking forward to Season 2 to kind of just right the wrongs of Season 1 and right the wrongs of the release. And you guys are way more optimistic than I am. But no, I just expect the worst, and I'm still disappointed. How are you people doing that? How are you people being positive with this content? I don't know. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Take a shot of your favorite liquor or beer in celebration of Call of Duty bleeding players. 80% is gone. Hope my math's right there. I'm pretty sure I did some quick maths, as Big Shaq would say. But I think it checks out. I want to suplex Joe Secott through some half and half International Delight creamer that I stole from IHOP. Peace out.
Here's some parting advice.